All right, everybody. Welcome to another week of our show Indie Inquiries, where we take a look at upcoming indie games and examine their marketing and store page to provide advice on how is the best way to sell your title. As always, my co-host is indie game developer from Nexus Games, Sharky. How are you doing?
Uh, it's been a rough 2 weeks for me. It's not been good, but things could certainly be worse. But hopefully they're not going to be worse, and they're going to start to get better. Hopefully soon.
And I just got my allergy shots and I had reactions to them. So my voice may die or my throat close up during this stream. We'll see what happens. So if that happens, we may have to cut things a little short. Maybe only 2 hours instead of our normal 5.
Uh-oh. You're quiet for some reason.
I wonder if it's because I had to adjust my sound. You should be able to raise me up on Discord as well. That may help out too.
I maxed you out in OBS, and let's see how that works.
And let me double check me, just to be on the safe side. Yeah. Discord is still pinging out my microphone and my speakers, so that's good.
I don't think I can actually raise you in Discord, though.
Yeah, you may want to do that.
I don't think I can.
If you right-click on, like, in the actual, like, window where my voice is or my video is, if you right-click on my window, it should give you the option to raise the volume.
Okay, let's turn that up to max, and let's turn this down. All right.
All right, test.
Oh, that's much louder in my ears anyway. And that's probably about right for the stream. Now we're about equal.
All right, perfect. Okay, so as we were saying, each week we pick out indie games that are upcoming, and we're going to be taking a look at their store pages to examine how they market their games and provide advice to any developers watching. And for those of you watching this either live or recorded, if you would like us to take a look at your store page in the future, please get in touch. But
yep. And today we actually have the first one of those, and I'm really excited about that. And I need to preface this, because like basically if this game turns out to be really good, I have to tell you, everybody, that I taught him everything that he knows. But if it ends up being really, really bad, I don't even know the guy.
All right.
But, and if it turns out it's somewhere in between, it's somewhere in between how I know him kind of thing. So, let's find out how well I know him.
All right.
From the first entry.
So, with that, let's begin with Operation Steel. And hopefully everything is working on me. One second, I just want to make sure that we are in fact live. Yeah, there we go. It's hard to tell sometimes. Don't want to have a repeat of 2 weeks ago. All right.
Not working for me, though. It's,
Are we live on my side? Can I get a test in my chat, please?
No.
Better say we're live. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's good for him, BB. Okay, good. Thank you, everybody. So, let's begin.
Okay, there we go. I got it to work.
Okay. Fine. So, this is Operation Steel. And BB in my chat is the developer who submitted this. So, let's take a look. So, how do you want to start? Right from the top with the video or look at the description?
Let's start with the trailer.
Okay.
And of course, people gotta text me and everything.
All right, so right to the action.
All right, let's play it.
All right, I'm playing it right now. I like the moon background.
I'm trying to play it, but the video is not playing. I'm going to have to refresh the store page. Okay. Every time I full screen it stops working. Let's try full screening it and then playing it. There we go.
All right. Did you show it yet on yours?
Yeah, I'm watching the trailer right now.
Whoa, side shark here, Josh. We'll have to do a vote on that one. Alright, so while the thumbnails are doing their little slideshow, I think the game in motion looks really good. I like how they did show the store page, or the in-game shop, I should say.
I'm still watching the trailer at the moment. Okay.
It looks like different screenshots for the thumbnails than in the trailer, at least for the most part.
Yeah, that UFO I think is a doubled over screenshot. If it's not, it's very similar, because there was a thing where that UFO was on there. So I would definitely change that to a different screenshot.
The metal dragon at the end, or metal snake, that was not in the trailer, at least not that I saw.
I think the 6th screenshot, I think we seen something like that in the trailer too. That boss. I don't know if it was that exact material that was in there, but it was that exact boss either way, and I would get rid of that. Was the snake in there? I don't think the snake was in the trailer.
No. Well, stop playing the sound, Stan. There we go.
So yeah, I would definitely replace those 2 screenshots. I feel like his first screenshot is his weakest one, though.
A little bit. Oh, don't bring that out.
I would probably actually lead with this snake dragon one.
One thing that I like is that the text is not overlaid on a black screen. It's actually fitting the aesthetic of the game when he has like text in the trailer.
I did not pay attention to the text in the trailer.
At the 13-second mark.
Yeah. He made his own art for that. And yeah, that is something that is very good right there.
Yeah. Another thing that I like, if you look at the... Let me see if I can get this timed. Where is it? Like the 28-second mark in the lava world, it actually shows an indicator where the attack is coming from. Because I know some games will just like let it be a surprise and kill you immediately.
Yeah. That's more game than anything else, but it's good to show that in your screenshot or in your trailer kind of thing.
Here's a question for you. The shop page, the thumbnail as well as in the trailer, do you think that matches the art of the rest of the game? It's like kind of like in the middle for me.
I mean, I think the background that is behind the shop here, I think that is clashing a bit with everything else here on the screen. Like you have like this more, like this, detailed wines kind of thing, and you have the hand painted art, and then you have the detailed cards, but then you have this which looks like just a stock texture kind of thing, just underneath everything, and I think this UI that is underneath the gray part and this I guess pewter part and this steel looking part, I think those should more probably match the cards. And I think that would look worlds worth better, kind of thing.
Yeah. In terms of the UI on the actual game itself, I think it's adequate. Like where it says like score, credits, armor, shield, bombs. There's not a lot I think you can really do with like a custom shmup UI without like distracting from the game.
Yeah. I mean, he could always do like a UI interface underneath it, make it look like the cards kind of thing. He could always do something like that, but he may, I don't know if he may want to rearrange those.
Yeah. The one thing that does seem a little odd is you have the weapon item in the top middle of the screen. It looks like it's just like floating there. Like I don't know if it would be better to, I don't know, maybe move that to like the right corner, or even have a UI along like the bottom of the screen, kind of, like an info pane.
You have to worry about covering up area though on a side-scrolling shooter like this.
Yeah.
And that's probably the reason why he went with a clear, transparent background kind of thing.
Board just want to let you know that I am frozen on your end.
Uh-oh. Oh, I think I know why. And I hate that.
Yeah.
Okay, he should be unfrozen now.
One thing that I do like about this game, and I think this is always that tough part when you have screenshots versus trailer, I think the game definitely looks better in motion than it does with the screenshots. I think that's just like the nature of the action.
Yeah. And the nature of the undetailed art kind of thing, because like this is undetailed 2D kind of thing. And like if you look at like the first screenshot, like the background looks really blurry kind of thing. Everything looks kind of blurry kind of thing, and I think this is his worst screenshot right here, because this all looks blurry down here.
It almost feels like it's in reverse, like the better screenshots are on the back.
Yeah, it does. And you definitely do not want to do that.
Yeah. And I think I would agree with you that the snake thumbnail should be like the first or second.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty much like your most like bombastic or in your face screenshot. And that should be front and center.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would almost just like reverse this order and play it like that. Like keep the shop UI maybe like middle back.
I don't know. I might put that as the second one. Of course, he needs to redo the background behind it.
All right.
I would definitely put the snake thing first.
I would agree with that.
Maybe actually make the shop UI thing third. And of course, replace the first one, replace the second one, because he's already got footage like that in there. Make either the third or the fifth, the second one with the shop as a third, and replace the sixth one, because again, that's in the trailer to at least a certain point.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna scroll down, look at the rest of the page now.
Well, BB's in chat. BB, people in my chat are asking if you have set your price yet on this game.
Also, okay, you have action games, indie. For the genre, I may even add a few more tags. Wouldn't you think so, Shark?
Yeah, that's
Like
you definitely want to
roguelite,
add a few more
roguelite.
tags. Mm-hmm.
All right, so right off the bat, you do have a GIF right as your very first thing, so that's good. Stream
Mm-hmm.
of roguelike elements, beautiful hand drawn graphics.
He should have probably put something above the GIF though, like one line describing what's in this GIF, like
Maybe where it says a
every
shoot 'em up with
bullet point.
roguelike elements, put that above the GIF. What do you think?
Yeah, probably want to lead with a short bit of text before it, and then a short bit of text after, kind of,
Yeah.
and then before his next GIF. I think he could have done a better GIF here for the second one.
Mm,
That one just, I don't know, kind of seems out of place, or maybe like use that later on as a GIF.
you mean like the
There needs
little
to be,
robot owl?
yeah, there needs to be more gameplay GIFs,
Yeah, I
especially at
would.
the beginning.
Yeah. And if the shop is an important feature in this game, I would have maybe a GIF of you selecting items in the shop as well.
Yeah.
Organizational wise, I think it's good. Not the best we've seen, but I think it's on the better side. You have GIF, you have text, you have things kind of structured neatly. You have GIFs breaking up the text. I would maybe replace the owl with a shop GIF.
I would probably move the owl to the very, very bottom
Yeah.
if used any at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I would definitely put, you only got 2 gameplay GIFs on here, and I would definitely have at least 4, if not more.
Mm.
Especially with how this game lives and dies off of that action kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I would probably put one. I would probably break up your little bullet points here and just put one of them above every screenshot and try to show that in there, or maybe not one but maybe a couple kind of thing, like so see here, the procedurally generated levels with random enemies kind of thing, maybe show different variations of the same map kind of thing in a GIF kind of thing. Or maybe not. I don't know. Something, show something with that. The branching path, select from 20 plus levels. I mean, I didn't see anything on that. So
yeah, like if you like a really solid GIF could maybe be showing a level and then like quickly showing like the different variants or possible variants that could show up.
mm-hmm. But the branching paths, I think you need some kind of GIF showing that.
Or screenshot at least. And when you
Yeah.
say 30 plus unique weapons and items, that's definitely GIF worthy. Like, just show like show like 4 or 5 wacky weapons. Just again, like a game like this, I think you really, like Shark said, you really need to, pop in terms of the action of it.
Yeah. And the third 30 plus weird and wonderful bosses need a GIF showing like
at least
a bunch of those bosses, just like fast cut, like this boss, this boss, this boss, this boss, this boss.
Yeah. And to Nikita's comment in chat, excuse me, should some content be hidden in the trailer? I would say, I think it really depends on the game. Like there are some games where the bosses and the situation to be so nondescript, it's impossible to say where it fits in the game. Now, if you do have something visually super impressive that is like a final boss or maybe near a final stage, I would say show that in the trailer. Like if it's something that's going to really wow the person.
And you got another one here, upgrade your ship, but I have seen nothing on upgrading your ship. So, give us a GIF for that, Boss rush mode, I mean, don't necessarily need something for that. Online leaderboards don't necessarily need
And
anything for that.
soundtrack, you can't really.
Yeah, can't really do much with that. But you could put those all at the end underneath everything else.
Yeah. I would say
Maybe put those at the end with the owl kind of thing.
Yeah. I would say for the first 5 bullet points, each one should probably have a gift that goes with it.
And the owl should be at the bottom.
Yeah.
And again, what we said about replacing a few of the screenshots and reordering the others.
Yeah. So overall, I would put this in, what would you say, like the B category? Maybe solid B?
Probably B plus. Well, no, actually, the lack of GIFs keep it from being a B plus. There's only 2, 3, 2.5. It's only 2 gameplay GIFs. So yeah, B.
Still, really, I do like what I'm seeing. I would definitely want to try this out when you have the keys ready, BB. But yeah, overall, like we said, I think the big thing is definitely more gifts, especially showing these bullet points down here.
Yeah.
But your trailer is on the good side. Again, we've seen some very nasty and some very bad trailers, and there may be a few of those coming up in this hour, or however long we're going to be doing this.
I want to recheck out the trailer now that I think about it. Do it without audio.
Yeah, I'm just like doing like a quick cut of it.
I know one thing I've seen that I probably wouldn't do, and that's put the name of the game right at the beginning.
Yeah, like the first. Wait, come on, get all the way back there, trailer.
He didn't put a studio name at the beginning. That's good.
I think you could probably cut out the first 2 seconds and just go straight to the shooting. But it still is within a minute, so that's still, kind of fits within our time. Alright. Are you ready to move on?
Yeah, I would definitely. He's got the name at the end, so I would definitely cut it out at the beginning. So yeah, I would just cut out that first few seconds at the beginning where you have the name and everything out of that trailer. And also I don't know if it's that environment on that one map, the one that's on the first screenshot, but I might go back and visit that one because on the trailer that ground still looks pretty blurry kind of thing.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, like the first layer I think should be a little bit more detailed.
Yeah, with the trees and everything. Yeah, I would probably go back and do an art pass over those trees and such because they feel kind of low quality compared to everything else. But yeah, I think I am ready to move on.
All right. Do you want to do Arm of Revenge?
We can.
All right. So this is one that Shark picked, and it looks fairly interesting. So wait, let me give the full title. This is Arm of Revenge Re-Edition.
They really missed out on calling it Rearmed.
Yeah, I think you have a point there. Let's see.
Do we want to start with the trailer?
Sure. I don't know how loud this will be. Let's see.
Yeah, they definitely started with, again, that same mistake about, putting a lot of the game name at the beginning, just the
Yeah.
title screen, period.
Music is a little generic. Art isn't.
I don't know if the music's generic, but rather it feels out of place.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Something is like off to me as I'm watching this. I can't put my finger on it yet.
The music's definitely off.
Mm-hmm.
The cuts to when when he uses a special and it cuts to his face, that's really cool, but like something about that face they have for that doesn't fit rest of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you look at the second screenshot, or I'm sorry, the first screenshot, I don't like that dialogue box. It looks very generic.
Oh, that dialogue box is just a single color with rounded corners and maybe a very thin outline around it, and it's this ugly green too that doesn't.
It's like that pea green.
Yeah, it's a very saturated color. You can see the saturation and how rest of the game really is fairly desaturated. It does not fit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not only a bad box, UI box, but it's a bad color for it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I'm not liking the UI that I'm seeing on these screenshots. Like,
and you got the space and skip down at the bottom, and like, everything feels like it's an asset, and it very well could be.
Yeah, like
why anyway?
Why does it need to show me the stage at the top?
Yeah, like that just seems there for no reason, unless this is like the first 2 seconds of a map.
I don't think so.
But the all the UI looks like assets, except for this thing up here in the corner on the second screenshot. That actually kind of fits. Although, the colors are kind of, I don't know.
Here's a question. Where it says score experience, is that lined up right? Because, I don't know. It seems like you should put, the E should be underneath the S.
Probably.
That's, bugging me for some.
They lined it up by the center point. Yeah, you don't want to line it up by that.
Mm-hmm.
They probably is oh, well, when you put max digits in there, 9999999 kind of thing,
it's gonna.
They all line up on the edge. Yeah. And it's well, when it's not 9999, it doesn't line up.
Yeah. I really do not like that UI in the upper left.
Yeah, I don't like pretty much most of the UI in this.
Yeah,
it's very asset-y. It probably is assets.
Yeah, for one thing, why is there? Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 different things that UI is measuring, and I have no idea what they are.
Yeah, and there's also way too much on screen. I mean, score. We don't need score. I mean, we don't need score in a game like this. Period. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
except for maybe at the very, very end.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, we don't need it actively on the time. We probably don't need experience on there either, unless I mean, at best, we need a level up icon to pop up whenever we level up, kind of thing, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need to know exactly how many experience we have.
Yeah.
We don't need to know what stage we're on exactly. 2 seconds, more than 5 seconds into the stage, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what the icons underneath that UI are, unless those are charging up for special.
I have no idea.
It doesn't feel right, that's for sure. And that boss HP bar down at the bottom, that is way too high up. That needs to be moved down. And it also is very generic looking. And the menu button, oh god, that menu button, That's
Yeah.
horrible.
Like, the background art is not bad, but
And the characters aren't bad.
yeah. But it looks mismatched, and I think again that can be a killer for these kinds of games.
Yeah, it's a UI that's really killing this.
Yeah.
They did not hire a UI artist. They just put assets in here. UI assets.
Alright, so I'm gonna scroll down. Do you like Street Fighter, King of Fighters, Devil May Cry, or Shank? You know how to combo by using skills? Good. Gain experience. Game feature. I think I would like a different color text to break up these little sections.
Yeah. Like game feature should be a different color. And there needs to be more GIFs because like
There are none.
there should be one here right at the top, but
Mm-hmm.
is there none at all? Nope.
No.
That's not good.
I mean, the images are decent. Like, the second image looks like it's, like, cut, you know, it looks like they just, like, photoshopped and then, like, cropped it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one needs some work.
It needs work on its store page. It needs work on its games, the game UI.
Mm-hmm.
Needs work on the trailer, and definitely music, and probably music in the game itself too.
Yeah. This one's tough. It's definitely not in the B category, that's for sure.
No.
I don't know. I would say, what do you think? Like C minus C?
I'm thinking like D plus, C minus, somewhere around in there.
Yeah. Definitely needs more gifts.
I would go D minus because there's no gifts at all, and that music in that trailer.
I would be a little bit more generous. Give it a D plus, maybe solid D. Yeah. Again, it's when we look at these store pages, it's very much like the second we see something really bad stand out, the score just nosedives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely needs more gifts. The text needs to be broken up better here.
If you're wondering how much a game cost, Mike, this is at $4.99, which is really cheap.
Yeah.
But we've said before that selling your game for cheap isn't a selling point
anymore.
Nope.
I feel like this is one of those games that with a little bit more work could be boosted like dramatically up.
Mm-hmm. This could be a solid $15, $20 game.
But
of course, we don't know what the gameplay is going to be like, but I mean, from what we could see, it looked like it could be pretty solid gameplay. But, we can't exactly evaluate that the best, just through a trailer.
Yeah.
And screenshots.
All right. I think I'm ready to move on.
All right. What game do we want to cover next?
Let's do Dyson Sphere Program.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Mm-hmm. So I chose this one because it sounds like it's going to fall into that category of the I want to do everything game and I don't know exactly how to do it. Like this could either be one of the most impressive games or a colossal failure. Now I haven't had a chance to look at these screenshots or the trailer yet, so let's see what we get together.
First trailer?
Yes. Work in progress does not represent the final look of the game. Okay, starting with text, that's not a good sign.
And the studio name.
Yeah.
Yeah, several bad signs right there.
The first, 13 seconds was just useless.
Yeah. I wouldn't say useless, but it's just unimpressive, and you're going to lose somebody in that first 13 seconds.
Yeah. And again, text over a black screen is a no-no.
Unless it's a decorated black screen.
Yeah.
It can't be just a black screen. I mean, the gameplay's looking pretty cool.
Yeah, I see like a little bit of like Factorio in there.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons I chose this game is that it's very much sounding like like the eye in this, shooting for like the stars kind of design. Like it looks very much like almost like a No Man's Sky-ish. You can go all the way to the bottom, go all the way to the top in terms of like your view.
Mm.
All right. The text should probably be translated to English as well for this trailer.
Yeah, and the black screens with the text, even if they were decorated, they are on there for way too long.
Mm-hmm. Work in progress. And there's a fun look at the game. All right, All right, I'm gonna load up the second trailer.
I'm still finishing the first.
Alright, this one is just showing robot moving across planet. So this seems to be kind of the low level, or the
second one.
Yeah. From a gameplay descriptor point of view, I like this trailer. Like it's showing me what this gameplay loop is.
Yeah.
I think that is wise of them to do that. It's still kind of hard to tell what is going on. And they're definitely aiming for, I think, like the Factorio crowd with this.
Yeah, this is definitely looking Factorious.
A lot of lasers pew-pewing.
And Satisfactory did the jetpack, so they're doing, kind of a Satisfactory thing there.
Mm-hmm.
The jetpacks. Now, this is tower defense stuff right here, but it's aerial tower defense, which is still, Factorio-like, just, aerial-based.
I think this is being published by Tencent.
Yeah, it is.
But it doesn't say that in the publisher. Gamara Game. Well, it's like an offshoot of them.
Yeah, that's a Tencent probably hiding that they're trying to steal your information. Looking at the third trailer now.
Yeah.
Again, all these names at the beginning.
This is kind of like the glory reel, or the
Honestly, this doesn't seem like it's doing everything like what you were saying before. This looks like Factorio with a little bit of Satisfactory.
Yeah. The whole procedurally generated universe thing was throwing me off.
Well, I mean that's what Factorio is.
All right.
And Satisfactory, I think. I think Satisfactory's procedurally generated.
All right. So they're playing 1 year of early access. More constructions, monsters, mech editing, entirely playable. Enjoy around 100 hours of brand new content. Pricing will increase when the game moves to full release. Let's see. So going down to about this game. So right off the bat, they did do something really good. They have actual custom images for each section.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of GIFs breaking things up. That's good as well. Your space engineer, unique. Yeah, like this is, I think, for the about this game section. I think this is pretty good.
Yeah, this is quite good.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's pretty much custom too. So like, they didn't just do GIFs, but they did custom GIFs that were of a wide and skinny format, and it shows that they spent more time on this store page. They didn't just excuse me. They didn't just make a GIF; they made a custom one.
Yeah. So the about us is where like a red flag went off in my head. That it's a 5-person team making this game. Like, I don't know. It seems like you would need a bigger team to make something like this.
Where do you see the 5-person team?
All the way at the bottom, under About Us.
No. Well, they may be considering it 5 people with like a whole bunch of outsourced people. Like because some people consider, developers need to get off the fact of, team versus outsourced labor kind of thing. Because like, for people who are like, team based, I mean, right now I'm a solo developer. Those who, are, discount the outsourced, and when you count outsourced, total, not just currently working on it, because I lost my artist last night. We're 4 at the moment, total.
I do see a spelling error. Underneath, in the game features, build mechas, they input a space error. It's build mechs 2, it's mechs 2.
Build mechas to fly.
I think this one has potential. I think they know their audience. The second you show an entire screen full of automation, that's attacking like Factorio fans right there.
Yeah, I would be honestly very interested in this game if it didn't have the Tencent involved with it.
And that's probably why they call the publisher Gamara Game. I may put in for a press key for this one if I can get it. Just to kind of experiment with it.
I'd rather not have all my information stolen.
Well, I'm on Epic, so I think they already have all my information.
Yeah.
I would say overall, this is a pretty solid store page. I'm kind of leaning maybe B+, A-. What do you think?
I mean, the About Us thing was definitely A+ right there. But the trailer starting with the name and on all of the trailers, that's a bad mark. And all the black screens with the text on it, very bad in that first trailer.
The second trailer, I think, is better.
Yeah, second and third trailer. But they still have the issues of the names and everything at the beginning. So, like,
and they
overall, I would probably say A-.
Yeah. I would say another knock is that a lot of the text in their screenshots has not been translated into English.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I would actually lower mine down. I think I would say B+, maybe B to B+ range.
I think the translation is less of an issue than that, but like they definitely need that. But I don't think that's that big of an issue.
Yeah, but still, I think you can tell by the fact that they have custom gifts and custom sections about this game that they're putting money into this.
Tencent's putting money into it, rather.
Specifically. Yeah. Still, I think this will probably, I guess price-wise, I think they're going to aim at like the $20 to $25. They may even push at maybe $29 for this. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm thinking 20, 25, not 20. I'm thinking 25 plus.
Yeah.
25 to 40 would probably be the range I would specifically go for.
We will find out in 7 days.
To die?
Yeah. All right. Since I picked the last one, which game do you want to go to next?
How about we go from one space one to another one? Starships.
Okay.
So you want to start with the trailer in this one?
Sure. Oh, wait, right off the bat, the text not being perfectly centered is annoying me. So as I was telling Shark about before we started, what we have discovered here is Black the RTS. Usually it's Black the horror game.
Yeah, and that sounds like that was ripped off right off from Star Wars. Those sound effects.
I should probably play the music. Let's see.
And man, that trailer was. It didn't. Like, it seemed like it ended before it started, and not in a good way. I mean, you generally want like a 30-second trailer, and that's what this is. But like, there's just like nothing really that pops here. It's just like it just ends kind of thing. It's like, wait, did I just watch something?
Yeah, and we complain about the other games showing their studio name and game name at the start. This one shows nothing.
Mm-hmm. And it also doesn't have a call to action at the end.
Yeah.
Which you always want to put a call to action at the end, and that means like you'll buy it on Steam.
Game. Check it out. It's coming soon. Something like that.
Yeah, and you want the name in there, and the platforms where to be available at, and maybe join us on Discord kind of thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, plug for everybody. Go down in the description and join both mine and Josh's Discord.
Yeah. I do not like this UI. Like, I don't know what I'm looking at here, other than space.
Yeah,
It's all... One thing that's annoying is that we have information all over. You have a mini-map in the upper left. You have, looks like, info pane in the bottom right. You have... I think that's resources in the bottom left. There's some...
This way, I didn't even notice the UI because I was... It's like, it's just everywhere.
Yeah. And this is why a lot of RTS games would just have the dedicated info pane. Just have the bottom quarter of the screen have all your information on it. Because that way you can then focus on what's up here.
You want all your information in a spot where you can gather all the information. You don't have to ping pong between all the different bits of information.
Yeah, so to the About This Game section, this is not good. I see...
Oh, it's not good. I mean, is there even an About This page about this game?
Well, it's a real-time strategy game. So, no images, no GIFs.
No real text, no real nothing, pretty much.
Nothing describing this game. Like, it says install various modules in order to change parameters of your ship. There's nothing here. I see nothing of that in the trailer, in the screenshots.
In this text, hardly.
There is nothing.
Yeah, that about this game, it might as well just be blank.
And Nikita brought up a really good point. This is being priced at $25. I haven't even like scanned that part. I'm still just like in shock here.
Yeah, and you can see that they have no user reviews. I bet you we can come back, in
a week or a month,
and it probably will still say no user reviews.
Mm-hmm. Also,
there's any actual reviews. There's not even any free key reviews.
The thumbnail for the title here, it looks like some MS paint text right here, starships.
Yeah, that looks horrible. And plus, the R and the PS at the end of each one of them, they're so hard to see.
Mm-hmm.
This is Starship. That's what it looks like.
And why is it massively multiplayer genre? Because there's online PvP, which you don't even mention the online PvP in the About This Game.
Mm-hmm. Well, that makes an MMO, right?
Yeah. And if you have text on screen, it's a visual novel.
Yep.
Yeah, so for me, this is an F. This is a solid F. Or maybe F- for a store page.
Yeah. Yeah, this would be an F minus, indeed.
Yeah, so just this, like, for those of you watching this right now, don't do this.
Yeah,
Just,
this is everything you don't want to do.
yeah. Which, incidentally, I have a game that I picked that's also a do not do this as well. So we both are on the same wavelengths. But
So, is that the one we're going to translate over to now?
I think so, because that's the last one on my list. Or other than actually,
No, we still got 4 left. 5.
let's see, what's our time anyway? Yeah, we're like 8 minutes to an hour, depending upon when we started. And we could probably fit like 2 or 3 more in. But yeah, like again, to recap this game, you need more in the about this game section. You need images and GIFs. Your trailer needs to actually show, something to get people excited.
Oh, there's nothing that gets people excited more than black.
These images are terrible. They're completely nondescript. The the title here looks incredibly generic.
Mm-hmm. And hard to read.
Mm-hmm.
And the name is horrible because you're going to search starships on Google or whatever, and maybe when you get to about page 5,466, you might find the thing.
Yeah. And look at this. Takes a lot to search for it on Steam. Yeah. So this
even if you go to Google and you type in starships with a space in there, and you type in Steam, it's still going to be pretty far down. It's probably going to be like 20 pages down.
Yeah.
They have completely wrecked themselves with this name, not to mention everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, the gameplay may be really solid, but
you're not seeing that here, and nobody's going to give a $25, shot in the dark.
You mean a shot in the black?
Yeah. All right. Let's go to watch my stream. I think this could be a fun one, and then we'll do my other weird one after, or we'll do one.
Well, we still got Sunlight and a couple others.
Yeah. I kind of want to save Space of Retaliation for maybe near the end.
Okay.
All right, so we'll do.
You go to the trailer on this one?
Yeah, watch my stream. So this one's watch me stream my mental breakdown, which is a nice name for a game.
It sounds like a nice name for one of your streams.
This is so real.
All right, we have a. I don't know if that's a real streamer or not. That's a developer.
I think that's a real streamer.
I don't know what streaming is.
I think that's a real streamer.
Ugh. So the last 6-7 seconds of the trailer is just black. So that's a no-no.
Yeah, and the before that is just the logo.
Mm-hmm.
You really only have 15 seconds of this person doing a YouTube reaction kind of thing to a still image.
Mm-hmm.
What is even on this? It's 4 cards. 3 of them say underserved. One's retro, one's MMO, one's FPS, and then there's hype of the week action.
Mm-hmm.
And I am pretty positive that this is not that YouTuber person is not part of the game.
Yeah. And
this is like a YouTube. This is a small section. That's a small clip out of somebody's stream, basically, of when they streamed this game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a trailer.
No.
That's not even a stream highlight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got better stream highlights on my old Twitch channel.
And the screenshots feel like they're from 2 or 3 different games.
They might have been.
We have a card selector, and then we have 2 pandas.
You got the visual novel thing too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the human character almost like chibi-esque.
Mm-hmm. They're definitely chibi.
Also, one thing that really annoys me, if you look...
Oh, if you look at the A screenshot, you can see almost the exact same thing without the streamer in there.
Yeah.
And see, the streamer had his own UI in there too. So, that was even covering up in the trailer.
Mm-hmm. And one that annoys me is that you see the money, it's kind of like... excuse me. It's kind of like placed on the border of the card. It should either be placed below the card or in, the little info pane of the card itself. Not being kind of blocked by the border.
And the UI at the top, that blackish bar, very generic. I think that is just a black transparent laid over.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at the last screenshot, these people need to get good. I mean, look at all that negative money they have up in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
They need to get good.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so about this game... How's that a review from Rock Paper Shotgun? That's weird.
That's a good damn question.
Alright, text is not being broken up. Actually, enjoy part. No gifts.
Yeah. The text is there, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a step up from the last game. But they have no gifts and they just have one semi-screenshot.
I do like under features, grind your viewership. That's what I need to do, right?
Yeah, you do. I need to do it too.
Mm-hmm. You won't last long without money. I think this game is hitting a little close to home here.
Yeah, that's what the YouTuber reaction said. That was the whole trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now now we need to contact this developer and give him this clip here so he can use this for his next trailer. This is hitting too close to home. And we got his next trailer here.
There we go. Another thing I know is there's no link to a Twitter or any... he has a link to the Twitter... Wait, no, that's the trailer person. There's no real, contact information other than visit this website. How is this a card battler? How is it a deck builder?
Well, you pick your cards.
If there's cards, it's automatically a deck builder.
Yeah, I really don't even know what this gameplay loop is.
Yeah, me neither.
It's you pick cards and then I think the cards may just be, choices kind of thing of directions for a visual novel. I think this may just be a visual novel with choices kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it needs more information about what this gameplay loop is. It needs an actual trailer.
It probably needs an actual gameplay loop too.
Yeah. This footage would work as maybe the 4th or 5th trailer, or for the 5th video, not your first one.
Reaction to it?
Yeah.
I don't know if that would work in any of them.
Yeah, so this is better than the last game, but not by much.
Yeah, and probably a worse game.
Could be.
I bet you the other game before it was a better game by a long shot, but this has a long shot better store page.
I would put this in the maybe F plus D minus range.
Yeah, F plus would probably be there too, mainly because of that trailer. Yeah, because of the trailer, I would go F plus.
Mm-hmm.
Or the lack of trailer.
All right. Time-wise, we are over the hour. So you want to do one more game for you, one more game for me, and then that will call it?
We can go fast. We'll go faster for these next few.
Okay, so do you want to do Sunlight?
Yeah, let's go Sunlight. Let's play the trailer.
All right. The artistic trailer starts right with footage, so that's good.
Well,
Yeah,
are you sitting comfortably
it's good artwork.
Mm-hmm.
and not thinking about whatever's bothering you these days?
We're going to take a
I'm
hike.
not here to test you. Please relax. While you're here, I'd like to tell you a story.
I'm waiting for the disturbing twist.
Yes, so am I.
Relax, we'll hike, and then the murderer attacks.
And me. That's one.
And there's no twist. It's just a hike in the forest.
Mm-hmm. Text at the end could be a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing about this one is developed by the same people who did Among the Sleep, Crowbite Studio.
I'm unfamiliar with them.
That was a horror game where you play as a child, which got a pretty big buzz as like one of the first like Kickstarter horror games. But here's my problem with this game.
They're in one?
Yeah, part of that. The art looks very washed out to me. I know it's supposed to be hand painted, but it doesn't look good to me. What about you?
I like the art. It's, at least when it's not red, the red screen. But like, I like the art in this. It's just, there's nothing here but the art.
Yeah.
This is painting the game. Essentially,
Yeah.
or a museum tour in this painted world. Because there's nothing here. And according to this, it has won like so many awards, kind of thing.
Yeah, and
it's 9 out of 10 by everybody. Level Up rated it
8 out.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, like I feel like this is going to get into the where the water tastes like wine category. That critics are going to love this game, everybody else is going to hate it.
Yeah.
And if you look at the about this game, it's a 30-minute long game.
Oh, that's a red flag. It's
And
a 30-minute walk. It's a 30-minute slow walk from point A to point B. Is what it is.
It's more about haunting music. And what is the last screenshot? It's just like their script.
Yeah.
And I completely tuned out the price.
Their studio or something.
Mm-hmm. It's a $4 game. I don't know. I don't think I would spend $4 on this game.
I don't think this is a game, and I definitely wouldn't spend $4 on it. If you look at the slow movement speed kind of thing, I'm pretty sure what would happen is if you increased that walk speed to a normal walk speed kind of thing,
like a 10-minute long game,
and then you included a dash kind of thing, it would be like a 2-minute game, a 1-minute game where you just run from one point of the terrain to the other and the game's over.
And for being a major company, there's no like social media links here as well, which is very odd. Like this feels more like a promotional stunt than a game.
Yeah.
It has 7 reviews already.
It says 6.
Maybe it got updated. Or maybe one of them is not a
free key.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one is a free key. And I'm seeing nothing but positive reviews. Oh God! Look at the like. If you look at the review from from Z Pathetic One. I haven't played this. I haven't played too much yet. Yet I still want to give it a good review because I think it's a good game. I don't know if it's him, but I think Sir David Attenborough is the voice actor, and he is a legend.
Okay. Yeah, well, he has all the awards. And remember, for every download, a tree gets planted.
Are we seeing this same thing with this review?
You know what would have been the better marketing? For every copy not sold, we will chop down the tree.
Yeah.
Mwahaha. There you go. That's what you should do in Neon Continuum. If you don't buy my game, I will chop down the tree and cause the apocalypse sooner.
Yeah.
I will cause the dystopian future earlier if you don't buy my game.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, so from the store page, and here's the thing that's kind of bothering me. There's no mention that this company had, other than this award sheet, nothing here that in a trailer that would show that this is from the developer. This would be an example of you should put your name in the trailer or at the very end, because this is a studio that's had multiple games released.
You should definitely put your name in the trailer anywhere.
At least at the very end.
Yeah.
This feels like a game that was sent out to die, almost.
I think it was dead before it even
or to go take a hike.
The game here.
Yeah.
It was stillborn. It wasn't even. I mean, all this is an environment that you walk through annoyingly slow.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is.
And a bunch of people standing around.
No, there ain't no people standing around.
No, in the image
of the studio of that, which is probably the reason why there's nothing here. But
they're just standing around. They're not making a game.
Yeah, they're just standing around and not making a game.
I mean, the art is clean. It has a unique look to it, so that's at least a minor positive. But store page wise, I'm thinking solid F. What about you?
Store page wise, I don't know. I'd give it either an F plus or a D minus, somewhere in there. Gameplay wise, I give it a F minus. I
like the review from Level Up. As the forest breathe, I breathe with it and become part of the landscape. That really tells me about this game.
I mean, it actually does. Because that's all you do.
Mm-hmm.
You breathe in real life and become part of the landscape because you're doing nothing but standing around.
All right. Let's move on. We'll see where this last one goes. So,
honestly, I think at this point I need to make just a 3D landscape that's that takes 2 minutes to walk through at a normal speed.
Mm-hmm.
Set your speed to 0.1% of where it should be, kind of thing.
You'll get all the awards.
Kind of thing. Make it artistic looking. Put some, calming, beautiful music to it, and sell it.
There you go.
Nothing else. I'll probably make $1 million.
Yeah, Level Up will reveal it for you.
And I could probably do it in I could probably make that game in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have to skip lunch.
There you go.
There's no need to skip lunch on this kind of game.
All right.
I mean, you can skip lunch on a harder game. This one,
you can eat lunch and make it.
I mean, this is not just a few steps above Flappy Bird, which you could do in about 10 minutes, kind of thing, minus the art assets.
All right. Let us go to Space of Retaliation. And before I switch over to this one, I'm going to ask you if you can figure out the major red flag that you're going to see on the store page. Because there's a very big one that we've talked about before. But I'm going to switch over. See if you can spot it right here on this page. I'm not even going to have to scroll or play the footage. Can you spot the red flag? What about you, Shark? Can you see it?
I see lots of issues. I don't know which red flag you're talking about.
Inspired from the creators of Among Us. Wait, it's inspired by the creators of Among Us, but it comes a completely unique sci-fi experience. It's inspired by another game, but it's completely unique. Is that safely extreme?
Yeah. That was not even the one. I didn't even pay attention to that one. I was looking at all the other stuff, like the peak astronaut, that clashed with the entire
the alien like blocking the text.
Logo looking completely off on the thumbnail. The weird looking alien, acid looking alien on the thumbnail. The fact that the entire thumbnail looks really busy, and I have no idea what's going on there. The fact that this is an early access game, I missed. I didn't even read the text.
Is it very sus?
Yes, it was very sus.
All right, let's watch this trailer. All right, so off the bat, we got the title that looks nothing like the. What the hell?
And very busy.
Mm-hmm. Showing the developer's name.
Astronaut doing a strut there.
Yeah.
And this all looks like stuff that's not part of the game.
Yeah. There's like no gameplay footage. Oh, wait until I show you the second trailer. You're gonna love this one.
God.
I think they spent more time on this like nondescript footage than they did on the actual game.
I'm pretty positive for that.
Mm-hmm. Also, the text that's like scrolling with words in the text, don't do that. That's just like giving me a headache.
Yeah. That's very unreadable.
And they just keep doing it. Oh, I like how the trailer ends with now loading. That's really good.
Yeah.
Now loading a better game.
I wish.
Yeah, exactly, Mike. Inspired by getting attention. But here, what?
Is the name of the game now loading? Or is
Could
it
be.
Space Retaliation?
Wait, here's the second trailer. And
Team's messing up on me.
uh-uh.
Okay, there we go.
So notice something very off about this trailer.
The fact that they put the name at the beginning again?
Yeah.
And all the 20 seconds of black.
Uh-huh. But watch the actual gameplay footage. You notice how stuttery this is?
Yeah.
It's actually giving me a headache by staring at it.
Shot on the guy too, right?
Yeah.
Oh god, it looks like you're getting 3 FPS.
Uh-huh.
Very unoptimized. Oh god.
Oh my goodness. I think their strategy is to give you a headache so you were confused and you accidentally buy this game.
Yeah. The winner is Spy, but what was a spy? We didn't see anything in the trailer besides a couple
I think
frames.
we're down one frame per second now.
And look at that UI. Oh god.
Actually, it literally is, I think, 1 frame per second.
I think it might be less than that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, god. We've seen GIFs with better frame rate than this.
We checked, we kind of went through the upcoming Steam page, Joshua, and that's how we then we vetted them from that. But we do get games, we do get dev submitted games. Our first one, BB is still in chat, that was his game.
we had one submission this week, and that was our first submission.
Oh my goodness. And then if you keep scrolling down where it says wireless access, I strive to deliver top-notch quality games for everyone to enjoy, but they're also a sole developer.
Where do you see that?
In the early access game box.
I strive to deliver top-notch quality games for everybody to enjoy.
Wait. Hold on. I strive, I'm a solo developer, but then in the very next paragraph, we try our best. But wait, there's two names in the developer. How is he a solo developer? There's two names. There's a mystery. That's sus.
Yeah, that is very sus. But it's super sus.
Maybe he has a clone. Maybe it's a robot.
Maybe it's a alien killer spy thing. Or spy, as they call it, I think.
We see our development team as a family.
A family of one.
And I like the about this game section. Do you know what is this game?
Inspired by Among Us. Completely unique sci-fi 3D experience. First and third person, but beware of the alien in various AI. You must complete objectives and eliminate. So what I'm getting is that this is completely inspired by Among Us.
But it's also completely unique.
Completely unique, and it is exactly Among Us. So it's inspired by Among Us. It is Among Us, but it's completely unique at the same time. I mean, how much Safeway Extreme can you get?
Well, saying that you're a sole developer and have multiple people working on it.
And you have a family of we. But you're solo. And we like to think that maybe he's one of those people. Maybe he's got multiple personality disorder or something, and he refers to himself as several different people. We find ourselves as being a family. Maybe he's actually Eddie Brock from Spider-Man, and he's got a Venom symbiote attached to him. We have assimilated, and maybe he's the alien in the game.
Maybe
we is the alien in the game, rather.
Oh my! And the UI.
What
and
UI?
yet, to BB's comment, in spite of how much money Among Us is making, exactly.
Yeah.
And the title thumbnail looks nothing like the game. Well, there's just a mess of assets.
The whole thing looks like a mess of assets.
Yeah.
A mess of assets and a couple of transparent boxes, some nondescript font over it that runs at like 1 FP3S.
I like under what is the current state of early access? It has a settings menu. Great.
Is there a volume slider in there?
I don't know. It just says it saves and loads.
I'm guessing there's no volume slider.
You gotta pay extra for that.
That's the DLC.
My goodness.
And it has the developer. It has two different developers, and then it has a publisher supposedly. But it was a solo game. Where do you want to bet that publisher is just the two developers?
Yeah.
Or the one developer.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And the second trailer, this is a negative trailer. Like, this doesn't sell somebody your game.
Oh, and if you look at the publisher of the games, they quote unquote have been published, you can see the high quality games they're talking about. The Soldier Matt So Words Simply Parkour, Matt's Project Zomboys, Matt's Project Zombies Endless, Low Poly Forces, Matt's video game theme song, Ravistus Racing, Unlasting Horror. Why would you want a horror game that doesn't last?
Yeah. Like, the footage of the game, like, when it goes first person, it runs a little bit smoother, but still, this is not, like, anywhere up to code.
Do you see how many games? Did you see what the first date of the first game was?
Let's see. March 27th, 2020. Then
Yeah.
December, another December.
Yeah. Like, they are only spending like a few months on these asset flips. And on optimizing them, and that's what this basically is. It's an asset flip. It's an asset flip that gets 1 FPS or less than that, and it's a ripoff of Among Us. And I mean, actually calling this a ripoff of Among Us is like disservicing Among Us, honestly.
Oh, and to Joshua's comment, I'm sorry, the YouTube blocked it for a second. But if you want to submit it to us if you want to join one of our Discords or just send us a message about it, we can add it to the list for next week, because we kind of gone over our time this week as well. So So
and there's a link to my Discord as well as Josh's down below.
Yeah. But yeah, we can certainly add that for next week. And again, for any developers watching this live or recorded, definitely, if you are interested, get in touch with us, because we are always looking for, we can have the developer watching where we can at least give them some advice. But yeah, for this game right here, I think F- is too high of a score.
Yeah.
We need a new metric.
F- to the infinite power.
With, text in the F-.
Yeah. We need F- inside of the F-. A bunch of little F- inside the F-.
So again, this and Starship, you don't want to do.
No. You don't want to do this game either.
Yeah, you don't want to be copying Among Us.
And you certainly don't want to be doing it one, like
half a frame a second.
Yeah. I think that might even be giving them too much credit.
And as we've said before, consumers don't care that you're a sole developer. They just don't.
Even when you're solo with 2 people on development and a publisher, So that's at least 3 people, but you're solo.
Unless they're all just symbiotes.
Huh?
Unless they're all just symbiotes.
Yeah.
You're like sitting there, like one symbiote's over on the left programming, the other one's on the right doing the marketing.
I mean, there's a very... Actually, I can almost guarantee you they are symbiotes. You know why? Because leeches are symbiotes. And they really seem to be leeching off of steam.
Bum, bum, bum. All right. But yeah, I think we are at time. Do you want to look at our backup game, or I think we've kind of gone over it already?
I'll cancel it.
Okay. So, to wrap up for this week's show, again, the top games that we looked at were Operation Steel, Dyson Sphere Program, and would you say Armor Revenge would be in the positive, or even that would be like borderline positive bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely Operation Steel and Dyson Sphere Program will probably be the 2 winners for this week.
Yep. And luckily, the one came from, somebody who submitted from BB.
Somebody's actually taking notes from us, so that's good.
Yeah. which now we know that I've at least taught him at least some of the things he knows.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't get an A. What did we give him? A B?
I think
B
solid
plus?
B, maybe solid B, B plus, somewhere around there.
Yeah, something like that. It was actually what we should have given. We got to give him a different score. We can't give him a solid B or a B plus. We got to give him a BB.
There you go. Or B squared.
Don't be square.
There we go. But again, for those of you watching this, as we've said, when it comes to your store page, sometimes you can have very big issues, like Starship, and I already forgot the name of the game, Space Retaliation. While other times it can be little things that kind of pick away at the quality of it.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully these episodes help you. And again, like I said, we keep stressing this. If you'd like us to take a look at your game in a future episode, please get in touch. We are more than happy to pick at it ourselves. And we won't even have to require you to plant a tree in order to get us to look at it.
Or cut a tree down.
Bump, bump. No, if you don't submit a game, then we cut the trees down.
Yeah, submit a game or else we're going to cut a tree down.
Mm-hmm.
Get to it. And join our Discords.
Yep.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel and ring the bell so you can be notified that there's a dang live stream because YouTube won't tell you otherwise.
To Monte Gorbel's comment, we will look at anything that is on a store page. So if you have an itch or something like that, we will take a look at that one for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that when it comes to Steam, we can at least show off, any trailers, any GIFs a lot easier compared to like a site like Keymailer or stuff like that. But yeah, if you do have an itch page and you would like us to take a look at that, definitely that is acceptable.
Or Good Old Games page or whatever.
Humble, Origin, whatever.
Yeah.
But with that said, we will be back next Thursday, ideally around our normal time of 3:30. I had to get to the allergy doctor, which hopefully my reaction has gone down. At least my voice didn't die, so that's a plus. But if you want more discussions about, or you want to watch our show on game design and game development topics, the Safely Extremecast, that is Sundays around 4:30. As Shark said, be sure to join our respective Discords. You can follow me on Twitter at GW Bycer.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Nexus Games INC1.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, I do regular game streaming around 9:30 ET. And when do you do your streams?
I do game streams on Tuesdays at 2 o'clock. I do we do this show, of course, at the same time. Whenever Josh is done getting his allergy shots on Thursdays, usually around 2 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And we do the Safeway Stream podcast around 3 o'clock Central Time on Sundays. And I do my game dev streams because I'm a game developer and I'm currently making Neon Continuum. I do that on Fridays at 2 o'clock. And, of course, you can go to my Discord and my YouTube channel and you'll follow progress in my game as well. And my game may be the next big hit, which I really hope so, because, like I had people say the other day that there's no doubt that the game's going to be the next big hit. Now I'm like, there's definitely some doubt there. But...
all you need is a trailer like Space Retaliation. You'll be golden.
Yeah, that's all I need.
You should have Neon Continuum with all the letters, with flashing neon lights, and just like a siren for the background.
Inside of the letters, too. With each one of those flashing.
Just give everyone a seizure and a migraine at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. And make sure that the whole thing runs at less than 1 FPS.
Yeah, like it should take like 20 minutes for my car to move from the hand onto the field.
Yeah. And make sure that, that the entire trailer is just you slowly zooming in at a very crawl onto one card, and that's like the entire trailer.
And you can show like a footage of me like playing the game as well in 1 frame per second, and like that all the time.
with your YouTuber reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sounds like the perfect trailer.
There we go.
and don't put any gifs or anything on the page, and put like, I made a game. It is completely unique
by myself with my 5-person team.
Yeah, by myself with my 5-person team with and it's completely unique, but it is exactly like whatever game is popular.
Yeah,
it's exactly like Magic the Gathering.
There you go. All right. Well, that is going to do it for this week. So thank you so much for everyone watching live or recorded. Thanks again to BB for submitting his game. And come back for daily discussions on game design here and on game wisdom, where is in the art and science of games. Until next time, take care.